word.
If I could pick one word to describe Rachel, I would go with punny.
Adventurous.
Wild.
So I was gonna say purple, but instead I think I'm going to say joyful.
Authentic.
Honestly, I think I would say goopy.
Falter, which means to dance without any particular grace or coordination, because I feel like Rames and I are often in a position of faltering or doing goofy things together, and we don't care.
I think of dependable.
I think Rachel is consistent. She always is reaching out and making sure that she's building relationships and is always intentional with what she does.
Crazy. A good crazy. Not like crazy like you'd call campus security out crazy, but like healthy crazy.
Puns. Play-Doh. Hands.
I'm gonna say punny because that's the first thing I think of. And I'm not clever enough to come up with puns.
I'm gonna go with special.
Why would you choose that word? Explain.
She knows why.
Punny.
I think I would describe RAmy. The one word I would choose would be optimistic.
Friend.
Intentional.
Passionate.
I would go with inventive.
She smacked my butt once.
There's a lot, but I'm probably gonna have to pick getting lunch with her.
So I was going to be on Res Life last year, and I remember having to wake up at like maybe 5:30 in the morning and eating donuts in her apartment, or probably all the times that I ate spaghetti in her apartment and Cassidy broke her can opener and didn't buy her a new one. Rachel's still pretty bitter about it. So
my favorite memory of Rachel would definitely just be our one-on-ones. Those are really just a special time for me, and she just really listened and she asked me hard questions and just made me think about like what I was doing and was I pursuing the Lord and like doing everything to the best of my ability. So I think just definitely one-on-ones outside the camp.
Definitely not the many times she scared me.
Got a lot of favorite memories with Rachel. Had lots of good adventures together. The time we were roaming around Boston and Maine with Ben and Morgan is one of my favorites. We basically double dated with them when we went to that super nice Italian restaurant. We also stayed in a hostel in Asheville together, which was a super great experience. Just lots of good times. The time we went to McKay's and we got Red Robin afterwards. I think that was one of our first hangouts and that was super awesome. Yeah, just Rachel and I have some good adventures.
Was last year, she took me on a one-on-one to go get blood, and it was my first time ever, and it was a really educational experience. But no, it was really fun just to sit there and talk and while I was getting blood and her be there with me for my first time, and I almost passed out, but she drove me home and hydrated me.
This one's painful for me to say because I think my favorite memory is when she emailed me about her broken item, and it turned out to be the picture that I hate the most. I hate you, you're the worst.
But it was the first time last year that you actually cried in front of our staff. It had taken a while, I guess, for us to get to know you, and it just hit me. We were in staff meeting, and you hadn't had a good day, and you just kind of started tearing up, and you said, "I'm sorry, it's been a really hard day." And like, for some reason, that just instantly bonded my heart to yours in the sense that I feel like I actually was allowed to know who you were and where you were at. And I don't know, it was just kind of the starting point of a new perspective for me, realizing that my RD had bad days too, and you needed that love and support from us as well. My favorite memory was I think this was in her first year, but she comes into the room and I'm sitting in
one of the chairs and there's a chair empty beside me, and so I just yell really awkwardly and loudly, "Sit with me!" And she looks at me really surprised, and the room laughs, and so she comes and sits beside me, and it's sort of an awkward moment, but it was funny all at the same time.
Okay, so I have 3 favorite memories about Rachel. 2 funny or 1 more serious. So my most recent memory with Rachel was playing Dungeons and Dragons at Josh Bloom's with Rachel Avey, and how you could tell part of us didn't want to be there, but she was a great sport about it anyway, just having a lot of fun with it and just being goofy, even though it was really weird seeing just all of us playing together and how like a lot of us didn't know what we were doing, but it was a good time and she was a really good sport about it. My second really great memory with Rachel is when Colleen and Hannah filled up a piñata with chicken nuggets and candy and put it in the back lobby of Nora, and then I hid behind the couch and she came in and she started beating it with the broomstick, and then chicken nuggets fell out of the piñata. So that was a really great memory. But then probably on the most serious memory I have with her is I barely knew Rachel, and it was open norm at Snora, and she and I were just sitting down talking, and it ended up being like an hour and a half conversation, just getting to know each other. And I just in that moment really got to know like who her character was and how much of a leader she was for her staff and how caring she was. And I got to learn a lot more about her, where she's from, kind of her backstory. It was just a really great time of just someone being authentically interested in someone else and having a great conversation. And that was just like a really cool moment to see how Rachel impacts others just in the way she is.
I remember one time during staff meeting, something happened with Ben, who is boyfriend, and I was just like, "It's okay, I love you, babe." I didn't send it to Ben. I sent it to Rachel in the middle of staff meeting, and I just watched her open it, and then she just casually looked up, and we locked eyes and just had a little moment. Sorry. I love you too, Rachel, but that message wasn't for you.
Last year in August, I was getting my haul ready, and you were coming in to check on me, and I had like Mitchell and Wesley and Joe in there, and I was just cutting up leaves, and that was the first time you really hugged me, and you just hugged me and held me, and it was in that moment that I felt so much peace. And it was in that moment that I knew that you were going to be everything that I needed.
My favorite memory is during small group one time. You came into our small group and we just started rattling off puns about like birds or chickens or something, and like my residents were like freaking out, like what is going on? And we were just like going back and forth, and it was just, oh man, it was puntastic. It was great.
I would say anytime we play Cards Against Humanity, that's always a good time. Because she can make it weird, but in a good way, you know?
Yeah, definitely Cards Against Humanity. It gets real and funny and real funny all at the same time, and a little inappropriate, which is Rachel. That's
aren't we all?
I'm silly. My favorite memory is when RAmy caught me in the staircase with no pants, and it was the first time she met me.
When I think about that trip in Rachel, what I think about is this memory when we were at the Dam Deli for the RD retreat, and we started talking about cow day, or mooing day. And I think that's one memory that stands out the most.
I think watching her salmon and alien arm people has been by far one of my favorite memories. Or a more consistent one is sitting in Friday morning meeting and her and Megan Allen poking each other, and like nobody really seeing it, but like I always manage to be across from it. They're just like poking each other, making each other's fingers. It's really cool to watch.
Rachel. My favorite memory of Rachel is the fact that we could poke each other all the time. Not many people have responded well to my love language of poking, but Rachel has, and I just appreciate the fact that you would poke back. Even tickling my ear, which is so many ways awkward, but just in doing that communicated love to me, and I appreciate that.
I remember this summer going to Chattanooga with you and me and Tiff texting you really last minute and being like, hi, do you want to come to Chattanooga with us tonight? We don't really know what we're doing, but come anyways. And you were like, yeah, I'm all for it. And so we just went and we spent hours walking around the city and just telling random stories and talking about all the times that we had cried the year before. And it was just a really great, really fun night, and I loved it. And just actually getting to hang out with you.
So my favorite memories, I guess, include the weekend that we went away to Kentucky. It was just so relaxing, and I feel like I got to know more of who you were and what you cared about. And it was great to just be able to be myself for a weekend, and I feel like, yeah, that's my favorite.
I think my favorite memory of you is one of the earliest. So your first real afternoon as an RD, finding out that I was going to be your area coordinator, and I was giving you a campus tour, and rather than talk about what was going on campus, just felt the need to spill most of the details about my personal life. We didn't know each other at all. So talking to you about dating Morgan and what my transition into the AC role has been like, and just like unloading on you.
I think it would have to be all the one-on-ones when we went and sat by the little tables by the tennis courts when it was really nice out. And then one time a spider crawled on me and I screamed and then she killed it.
All my memories, no, not all my, most of my favorite memories have to do with her just being so goofy and laughing and saying things that don't make sense, and yeah.
Well, probably one that involves us dancing, and that's most of the time when I see you. But I would say last summer when you came into the office, it was really slow. I'm pretty sure it was Katie Haas that was also here, and you came back to my office. I was probably listening to some Latin music, so salsa, bachata, and sure enough, I ended up giving you lessons, and from then on I feel like we've danced ever since.
My favorite memory of Rachael and I would definitely be our awesome hand clap that we did. This one moment in the area meeting, we were at Lassiter's, and we just both, without even talking about it, decided to like high five like that, and we were sitting beside each other, and it was perfect and epic, and in her own words, you cannot recreate magic. We haven't been able to accomplish it since then, but nah, that was just a funny, like, hilarious moment that I'll always cherish.
One morning last semester, she took me out for coffee, and it was just really sweet, and I love her because that day sucked and she made it better.
So many memories. I think my favorite memory is probably our road trip to New Jersey, and really the entire time going to see Tanisha, but the road trip and just like the random podcasts and awesome conversations and random adventures through Pennsylvania, small towns, because we wanted to go a different route. And yeah, just so much laughter and so much joy and just real talk. I feel like that was an awesome moment, cultivating our friendship even further than what it was, and just going to see a dear friend and how much excitement we had. Yeah, I think that was probably one of my favorite memories, but there are so many that I could choose from. But that's definitely on top of it for sure.
Okay, another favorite memory with Rachael. The time we went to that Penny and Sparrow concert in Chat, and it was later than we expected it to be. But then on the ride back, you told me about your RD interview and how you were on the RD hiring committee panel, like you were in that portion, and Lee Pritchard introduced himself as Lee. And you thought that he was making a joke that he was Lee University, and I don't even know, you were like, nice to meet you, Lee. And then, not until a while later did you realize that was his actual name. And that's probably why he didn't get hired at first, so at least you know why.
Like, there's not someone, I think, that truly comes into contact with her that leaves the same. And I've seen how she's really spoken to people that I care and love about, and so that's cool.
RAmy has even though we've only really been close for like a year and a half, has been there for all of my moments. And she's invited me into a lot of hers as well. So just all the extremes and the mundane and everything in between of just seeing how present she is and how I always feel like she's there to ask questions and is really interested in how I'm doing personally and in my walk with Christ and in my moments of insanity or uncertainty. She's just been there and constant, been someone who is genuine, who pushes me to be like a better version of myself without me ever feeling like I am less than what I am. I think she just really brings out the best in people and in me, and just as a friend, she's just someone who I just enjoy being around and inspires me, and I just, talking to you now, I guess you're seeing this now. You're just awesome, and you know that, but seeing me in my moments where I bawled my eyes out and I don't feel like I have anything left in me, to like being there when I'm like completely content and on top of the world, just for being a listening ear and just reminding me of who I'm supposed to be and who I am. So
yeah, she's just challenged me to think deeper about social issues or issues in the world.
You always just greeted me with a smile, and you were super fun-loving, hence the word. And you knew how to take moments seriously, but also goof off and enjoy the moment. And so I really watched you do that a lot and really appreciated that about you and learned a lot about you through that and about life through that.
Okay, so I think that Rachel has impacted me just by the way that she shows her deep compassion for people. I think that her heart is genuinely broken by the things that break the Lord's heart, and she just expresses that in a really beautiful way that has challenged and touched my life and helped me reflect on maybe areas that I've just haven't been as compassionate toward and need to think more about. So that's something she's done in my life too.
Rachel's one of those people who, you know, she walks into a room and she's just always got something fun to say, something exciting to have, to share. She's always been encouraging to me. She's always gone the second mile, you know, for things. She's generally just a great person.
Well, Rachel, you are an amazing person. You're very intentional with your relationships, and I can see that with myself, but also with other people around you.
Rachel's impacted me by always being there to talk through things, to ask the hard questions, and letting me grow through that and verbally process, which I so greatly appreciate for all of the talks that I've had with my PJs and tea.
Well, this is a big deal. I'm gonna cry, Rachel, you know me. She's definitely just impacted me in the way that she's led. She does everything to her best of her ability, and she has continued to just do her best in everything despite what she's gone through, and she's just really made me want to be the best RD that I can possibly be, and that's what I'm trying to do, Rachel, you know. And so, Rachel, like, I'm gonna look to you and remember the things that you did for me if I become an RD.
Yeah, Rachel has been so fun to work with. She is, like I said, goofy, but in this really awkward yet fun way that I feel like has a way of disarming the team and helping the team just to feel at ease. And so that is something I've loved about Rachel, and just her ability to laugh and to have fun with life and be goofy. So yeah.
RAmy has taught me to be an independent leader. She's taught me how to rely on others, but also like think for myself, and how to be confident in who I am, because she is so confident in who she is, and her leadership style just allows you to feel like you can do it too, like you're confident, you can do this. this year is gonna be really hard and it's gonna be really crazy, but it's like, you know that we have like a strong leader and friend and mom in RAmy, and she's just taught me that no matter what challenges come our way, like we can always overcome them. Not because we do it alone, but because we do it through the power of Christ and the community around us, and that's just been one of the most impactful things that she's done.
Rachael has pushed me to always, what's the word? To always think through things. Like, you can think about something, but to actually think through something is completely different. And so she's taught me the importance in looking through like what's going on and like what's happening. And it's really helped me.
Exactly, just being an authentic person who takes an interest in someone else beyond just very superficial questions. It was very much like authentic conversation that it felt very genuine to respond to. It wasn't just very forced and fake. So I'm really just an authentic person in general.
Just always like knowing that whenever I interact with RAmy, she's always going to have like this fun, outgoing personality, and that we can just kind of cut up, and no matter what kind of stress or problems there are in the day, like she's just ready to have a good time and smile and laugh and hang out with people, and that's refreshing and fun. So I enjoy that about you. And you know, if I don't make good choices, I should probably just take pictures.
You've taught me a lot over the past 2 years. You've taught me a lot about grace and forgiveness and acceptance and love. And you've just been a constant person in my life. You've also made me laugh, even when I've cried, and you've helped me in my worst moments, and you picked me up. So you have been an amazing impact on my life and who I am today.
I feel like Rachael has shown me what it looks like to be fearless in following your dreams and what you really want to do. And I'm really inspired by the way that she is like, you know, I want to go here and I want to try this and I'm gonna go make friends here and go do that. Like, I feel like that's really inspirational to me, and she's been to a lot of different places and she has friends all over the country because of that, and she's not afraid to do that in this next chapter of her life either. She's like, I'm ready, let's do this, and that's really inspirational to me.
Just the way that RAmy loves literally everybody. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, your background, or even like first impressions. Like, you take the time to get to know people despite, you know, the circumstances, and just love on them. And it's like really, really amazing how you're able to do that, and it really inspires me.
I think, Rach, you are awesome at kind of what Ben was just talking about, giving people the space to be themselves. So there's no pretending with you, and you are accepting and open and willing to make people think. And so, yeah, you've done that in my life, and that's been really important.
Yeah, I think it's been really encouraging to see how often your heart's in the right place. And so whether that's you dropping in the office to talk through something that's going on with your team, your students, stuff you need to think through, or just want to process, being able to hear your heart for people and your heart for students sort of reminds me of like why we do the work that we're doing, and why any of this is valuable. And I think you carry that, and you do it with passion and with professionalism, and I've learned a lot from that example from you.
She has been very open with me about struggles she has gone through to make sure I didn't feel alone in mine. And she loved me well through that, and she excelled at being there for me. And that's the way she's made an impact on me.
Yeah, Rachael has inspired me to, I guess, love people well. Just seeing her love her team and her residents well. It's not just something that she does robotically, or like, it's something that is each person. And seeing that has inspired me to try to do the same.
So getting to be on an area with you has been such a delight. And I just really, really appreciated how from the get-go you were just so willing to embrace me and just like answer whatever questions I had, made me laugh when I was stressed or crying. You've done so many little sweet things for me when I have, even throughout the year, been like stressed, like writing me little notes or buying me my favorite candy, and I've sincerely like appreciated those things so much. But I think the greatest way that you've impacted me is just like being so intentional with me, and just really being willing to share your heart and yourself with me, as well as ask for that back from me, and just not letting me feel alone in this journey has been like the best thing ever. So I appreciate that, and it's definitely like you definitely have left your mark on me. So.
RAmy has impacted me by searching myself more. I will say things and she'll ask like what, for example. And it's really taught me to be careful about what I say as well. Like, do I really mean what I say? Do I really have things to back it up? She's been really challenging for me to really like look at myself and ask like, yeah, Audra, why do you enjoy doing this? Or what are the reasons why you're choosing this? Because sometimes I can go quick to a conclusion and just get excited about something really fast and just like quickly do it, but she helps me like really analyze and really look, and that is really helpful in all areas of life to be like that. And then she's also just challenged me to be myself, because she's really vulnerable with us as well in staff meetings and in our one-on-ones, and that really encourages me to be vulnerable too. So those are ways she's impacted me.
Rachael has been someone who she never allowed frustration to take over. She was always thinking of a different angle or something positive and a different way we could go about things. And there were times when I wanted her to be frustrated because I wanted that to make me feel better. But in turn, how she responded challenged me to look at things in a different light and to just tackle whatever came head on.
So, Rachael, Amy, you have impacted me on such a deep level. There's lots of things I could say, but I think one of the big ones is just celebrating who I am and actually teaching me to see who I am and to be confident of that. I don't think I really knew what I was, and I wasn't able to celebrate the diverse little parts of me that make me myself. But you've pulled those out just in our conversations and in your support of my leadership, and you have, I don't know, helped me put the pieces together about who I am as a young person, as an adult. Like, I'm ready to go forward now because of all the love that you've poured in.
Rach has been an incredible mentor, and sometimes like there's been like a lot of times that like I've gone to her just like breaking down because I'm like, wow, I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to like proceed, or like I don't know. There's just been a lot of situations where she's given me a lot of advice and a lot of just genuine truth and wisdom, and it's just been absolutely incredible. So I don't know how I'd be a first year RD without Rachael. So
I think Rachael has shown me what genuine friendship looks like, and just always being authentic and vulnerable, but yet teaching me so much.
I think Rachel's been very encouraging since we've gotten to know each other and then work together. Just always being able to keep like a level head and kind of know that things can work out when they're going wrong, but also like how to have a good time even in stressful moments has been really helpful and impactful for me.
Yeah, she has a tendency to make you feel comfortable even when you're feeling a little awkward. She's very personable.
I think Rachael does a really good job. Rachael, I'm talking to you. I think you do a really good job at going out of your way for others, because there have been times where you've known that I'm having a super bad week and you're like, hey, they have peanut butter and Perkins. I want to take you out and see how you are. And I'm like, thank you, I needed that. And then you're super encouraging. And so having that is like, wow, that is what I want to do. And then keep learning from you because you're full of wisdom.
Don't leave.
Yeah. Rachael, you're amazing. you're gonna do great things and you're gonna impact people's lives. So I'm excited for you. You're gonna be great.
To come visit us in Tennessee, because we just need to see your snuggly face here, and I hope that we will just continue to cultivate our friendship, even if we are apart. And then I would just say, just carry everything that you are and everything that you've learned forward, because you just bring so much wisdom and so much laughter, and just such a genuine heart to whatever you do. So keep doing it. You're the boss.
Okay, not the best with words, but when I say something, I mean it. And I mean this. That I can't put into words how much I appreciate you.
Just keep being you. Keep being fun and funny, and all the positives, all the vibes, the love. Just keep doing you. And
Rachel, you have taught me so much about myself, about the Lord, about our community, about this world. I just want to thank you for countless hours and opportunities that you took to pour into my life, into our lives, into this campus over the last couple of years. You are so loved by this community, and I hope that you know that you've made roots here. Come back and see us, come back and reconnect with those roots every once in a while. We love you deeply. And over you, just as you go forward, I would pray that you find that adventure, that you find a place where you can continue to pour into others, where you can continue to help people grow in leadership. I don't know, just thank you for being you, always you, for teaching us to be ourselves. And I love you.
I think that you're the type of person that wherever you go, you're going to meet those challenges head on. And I just wish you the best, and know that I am in your corner, and that you can always call me or text me or FaceTime me or come visit me or anything else, and I'll be there. And I know that there are going to be moments that are like, yeah, and moments that are like, yeah. So I just want to be there for you and all of that, and I wish you the best of luck and fulfillment, and that you're able to bring out all of your potential and all of your giftings and all of your joy, and just gift the world with Rachael Amy, because we all need more of that. So wherever you go, wherever you land, I just wish that for you.
Yeah, continue being yourself, because your craziness and weird, poking, alien-arming ways brings like greatness and like makes great friends, and I wouldn't want our friendship to be any other way. And I know finding authentic people who aren't afraid to be themselves is often hard these days. So keep it up, because you're gonna keep impacting people, because you're great.
Good luck. And everything you do, you're awesome at it. You crush it. You're amazing. And if you're not, then just take some pictures.
You'll be missed if you're not here. I know I've only gotten to work with you for 2 years now, but those have been a really important 2 years for me, and you have done a lot to shape that experience, and I know you will continue to do that. I love the way that you're able to make friends so quickly, and just walk into people's lives, and so I'm confident that no matter where you are, whether it's here or somewhere else, that you will keep doing that, and keep showing up for people. And yeah, so I'm excited to see what's next.
Yeah, I don't want to admit that you might not be here just yet, but if I were offering parting words, it would be similar. Like, keep pursuing people the way that you pursue people here, because you've made a huge impact and been a critical part. And hearing Morgan say we've only known you for a couple of years, it's actually hard to believe, because I feel like your impact and presence in our life is bigger than the time that you've known us, I think. And so I hope that you carry that with you into whatever's next. I hope you know that you deserve a lot of good and are going to do a lot of good. And personally, I hope that as you move forward in your life and career, and you're sitting in interview rooms one day and they get to the end and say, do you have any questions for us? You would say with a straight face, yes, I do. If you had to describe last week as a nail color, what nail color would that be and why? And I hope that's what you leave people with.
You can do it. You're capable. You are going to succeed in whatever you do. Don't forget us. You probably won't, because who can? But you know where we'll be if you ever need us, and please come back and visit whenever you want.
I would say keep relying on the Lord and keep trusting that He is using you where you go, and keep just being bold with your dreams and believing in yourself, and staying in touch with those friends. And you're so good at that. Every other weekend you're always like, I'm going here to visit my friends. But yeah, keep visiting us, keep us in your life, because I mean, we're kind of great. So but yeah, my encouragement as you go forward is keep trusting in the Lord, keep believing that He's using you, and keep believing in yourself.
Rachel, I am gonna miss you so much, but I know that you are gonna do amazing things wherever it is that you choose to go, and I'm just so thankful for you, and I'll be praying for you, and good luck.
Rachel, you're gonna do such great things, and I'm just really excited for you and what the future holds for you. You love people so well, and you just do life really well, so I know that you're just gonna do great things in whatever comes your way. And I'll be praying for you and thinking about you, and best luck.
You're going to do great things wherever you go, because what I've learned from making this video is you have impacted so many people in your small time here, and there is so much love for you. And I always thought, like, wow, you've really impacted me, but you've impacted everyone you've come in contact with, and I know you're going to do the same thing wherever you go and with whatever you do in life, because that's just who you are. You're an impactful person, and you're a person that loves deeply and cares for everyone.
On a more serious note, I guess, when I look at the impact you've made here in 2 short years, I'm excited for you, because you're going out into the world and you are going to take that impact and spread it. So just use the power of influence you have and keep doing what you're doing.
Well, I think Rachel's gonna rule the world, so yeah.
I could see that. I'm gonna say, you do you.
Because everybody else is already taken.
Ooh, that. You do you, because everyone else is already taken, and you do you well. So.
And know that no matter where you go, there's going to be community around you that God is going to place in your life. And you have so much to offer those communities, and we just want you to go and share with them all that you've shared with us, and keep shining your light and spreading your joy to those people, because they'll be blessed by it.
Rachel, as you leave this place, I just know that you are going to do incredible things. The Lord has equipped you with so many amazing qualities, and I can't wait to see what you do and hear about all that you do, because you are such a strong, honorable person, and you can do anything you set your mind to.
Rachel, don't change for nobody. Don't change for anybody. And be yourself. That's it.
I would just say that I'm so grateful that I got to have this year with you, and I got to know you, and got to like have your puns and your crazy presence in my life. And I'm so excited for Rachel in this new chapter, because I know that wherever this next step leads her, wherever the Lord leads her, He's gonna use her in crazy ways, and she can do anything, man. She can do anything, and I don't know, I love you.
Something I want to encourage you with is that you are able, and you are so capable, you are so likable, you you are lovable, you draw people in with your goofiness and your funniness, but you can also be serious in moments that call for it. You're just someone that everyone has good things to say. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what you can do. Don't doubt how the Lord can use you. In whatever position, maybe it's something you're comfortable with or uncomfortable with, the Lord will use you because you're willing. And people love you and people are drawn to you. And so the Lord's going to use you in the coolest ways possible.
But yeah, just continue dancing through life, and you're going to do great things, like I said, and we're going to miss you a lot.
I would just say keep being that person that's an authentic leader, that's caring to others, that's not just doing it for the sake of doing it, but is genuinely taking an interest in others, and because she wants to, and she has a passion for people as well as a passion for leading people to better avenues, through Christ and through just responsible leadership to others. I think that's one of the best traits I learned through Rachael, is just being a responsible leader to the people and being very caring for those that she's in charge of.
Have fun. Literally do what your heart wants and make the most memories and have adventure, and don't forget to pursue God with everything you do.
I would really want you to just thrive wherever you are at, to feel the liberty to use that creative energy and creative side of yourself, to really draw from your own experiences and your education with confidence, because you have a lot to offer to any team and any department or employer that you work with. So I would just encourage you to be confident in what you offer the team, because it's incredible.
Just know that wherever you go and whoever you're with, you have such a way of being light and just bringing peace into situations. And I think just being confident in that, no matter what this next season ends up looking like. And I know that there's still a lot of questions with what the season will look like for you, but I think just resting and knowing that wherever you are, you do make an impact, and you do have just such a beautiful heart to offer to people, and so just to know that whether you're near, far, or wherever you are, that you have a lasting impression. And I would just encourage you to continue to really make time to pursue the Lord in everything, and I don't know, just not lose sight of how vital and important that relationship is in the midst of question and transition and everything, hard times and great times, to just always incorporate Him into the conversation. And I love how you do that and how you've encouraged me to do that this year, but I would just continue to do that as you move forward.
The Lord's going to place her exactly where she needs to be, and just deepen her experience and her just wealth of knowledge in this area, and that He's going to use her to continue to impact students, and I know she's going to do an incredible job wherever she ends up, and I'm so excited to follow her journey.
I would say that it's evident that Rachael flourishes wherever she is, and she makes an impact, and she's missed, and I guess just to encourage her that she's going to do the same in the next chapter of her life wherever she goes, that I don't know, her sweet spirit follows her, and she's gonna thrive wherever she's planted. So
you've definitely made an impact here at Lee, with our staff, with the residents, with the people you encounter. You've made such a big impact, and I'm sure you'll make another great one wherever you end up. We love you, and we trust that you'll do great things wherever you end up.
You're gonna do awesome. I feel like I don't have encouraging words, just because knowing who you are and how you approach life, you're just gonna be amazing at whatever you pursue. And I'm excited to see what the next chapter in your life holds, because it's gonna be really cool, and you're gonna impact just a lot of people.
My encouraging words in this next chapter would be that the Lord is in control. As you start over and as you learn something new, He has created you with so many unique gifts and talents, and I have learned so much from you. But I want for you to know, like, you are not walking this next season alone. He's walking in front of you, behind you, and on either side of you, and he loves you dearly. And I'm so excited to hear how he leads you in this.
Yes. Okay, so last encouraging words, I just say, get it, kick booty. You're about to go into a new setting, and so just like you are, just go into it, be bold, don't be afraid to let people in. Do it with the best of your ability, and Rachel, I know, like, wherever you end up, it's going to be nervous starting somewhere new, but in the end, it's going to be well worth it. And 1 Thessalonians 5:24 says that, like, he is faithful who called you, and he's faithful to carry it out. And so I just pray that you would cling to that. Love you!
I don't want you to forget your bachata moves, okay? So this is how it goes, remember? Okay. Pop. Pop. Yep. For short, you can just do that. Like, yep. Alright. Don't forget it.
I like your butt. I'm sorry, I had to.
They're fine there. You can put them above your head wherever you want. There. Oh, perfect. Yes.
Graceful.
It's my turn!
Thinking about it.
Ooh, and witty.
One word.
There are rules.
RAmy.
The last time.
Here
comes the start of it.
And miss you a lot.
The first
And you're
of every tear.
awesome.
I'm gonna cry.
And
Here comes the pain.
You're gonna do great things.
Here comes me
And
wishing
it's gonna
things
be awesome.
would have never changed. And you were right here in my arms.
And
Tonight.
yeah.
Here comes goodbye.
It's really sad.
I'm sorry again. I don't know what was I. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
In South Carolina. Oh! Is that a thing? Oh! Shoot!
What the heck?